Bad Speakers.
Bad Speakers.
TV, man. It is your boy Shad,
It's
man.
cool, boy G.
We are here. If you watching, hit the subscribe button. It's right down there somewhere. Also, if you want to find us, all my truck drivers, strippers, anybody that's, working 9 to 5, we on Revolt Podcast Network. Check us out there. We right up under Carisha. Carisha, we in number 2 slot. So, you better watch it back before we catch up to you. You better drop more often. I'm telling you. Other than that, man, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's right there. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Just hit the subscribe button. But look, we are in here today with an Atlanta legend. This man do not get his just due the way he should. To me, dropped a top 5 classic album coming out of Atlanta. Period, man. After Outkast, like that first Yung Joc album, I don't care what nobody say. That had singles like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying from down here. The singles, just come out bro. You was in rare form. I don't know what kind of dope you was smoking when you made that album, bro. Like that, like. Every song, every club you went to, they were playing something off of there during that time, man. This man also is a radio host, reality TV show star, movie star. I seen that you helped Gucci Man learn how to freestyle. I was like, okay, that's
I not learn how to freestyle. I just showed him an easier concept opposed to writing
the bars.
Still write. You still consider writing it. It's just not really scribbling on paper.
Gotcha. If you don't know, now you know. In the building today, Young Joc, man. We appreciate you
coming through, bro.
For coming through, man. Blessing the platform. I've been trying to make this happen for about, maybe like 6-7 months now, man.
Hey, man, I just showed his ass them videos, man. I said, hey, man, been chasing for a minute now. He don't remember conversation, don't remember nothing. Him and Scrappy, they were gone that night, man. The band was playing.
We had a very good time.
We talked a little bit, but that's about it.
Yeah, man, we've been trying to walk you down, man, trying to get you on the platform, man, because we try to, our platform, if you don't know, man, we try to give artists their flowers. We really don't do the controversy, man. We don't bring people on to get clickbait, nothing like that. We bring people on to go through their career, go through the things they've done, maybe ask about a couple of current events. But other than that, man, we just want to go through the stuff that got you to the place that you are now and your highs, lows in your career, man. That's all we want to do. Let's start off, man. Born, raised, Atlanta, Georgia?
Right here. In Atlanta, yeah.
Okay. What was it like for you growing up? Which side of town you was from? Can you go through that with us?
So, my mama and grandma lived on the west side. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And my dad lived on the south side. So, I wasn't really a troubled child, but I was a troubled child. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was just mischievous, man. I was a bright student. I just was picking up everything around me. I walk in the classroom. I could be the class clown. I could be the most astute student present. Mm-hmm. And I could be a nigga that just ain't want to do nothing today.
It just depend on the day.
Just depend on the day. And that was an issue for me. So, I had patterns. It's just like most inner city kids, distractions. Some people are labeled ADD, ADHD, whatever, but, you coming from an environment where as a kid you're seeing grown up shit that kids shouldn't be exposed to or subjected to. You go around some other ethnicity groups, the kids is not exposed to certain shit so early on. The levels of trauma, the amount of trauma, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I was still a good student, and the teachers would always be like, "Man, this boy, you could come in here and get straight A's, but you just want to be the class clown."
That's his ass right there.
That was me, bro.
It ain't even I want to be the class clown. It's just that school, they made school so boring.
Yeah.
So for me, I always wanted to make it fun, because as long as it was fun, I'm going to keep coming.
You think the curriculum fucked up in the school systems now? Like, just far as like the extra classes that they give, like PE, stuff like that, because they could give a course on how to get a job. They can do courses on all type of stuff.
I mean, you could. I think PE is essential. It's necessary still. You know what I'm saying? You need these kids to be understanding of, exercise and health and just being active.
Right.
And also when you being active in that manner, it teaches you, teamwork. It teaches you leadership as well. It teaches you how to follow directions while being in the midst of people on an extreme side of the emotion. You know, you having fun, you joyful, you gleeful, you know, kids, but you have to learn to be able to interact.
Facts.
What's the word I want to use? Coexist.
Facts.
Cause it just seemed different. It's like I mean, we damn near from your era, so it's kind of like, bro, I'm used to just learning stuff from people in the community. You only know people only in the community, but nowadays it's kind of like this generation, everything is everything online.
Yeah. You know what, man? I think kids now don't really get a chance to really be kids, man.
Nope.
You know, the level of kid they are today is not the level of kids we were yesterday. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's different. And like you say, everything is at the touch of their fingertips. Kids not going outside, interacting, playing, getting that true human experience. Again, like you talk about PE. Yeah. They're not getting that. Everything is a social scape. You know, it's just a social platform. The phone itself, it's social. Yeah. That's how you communicate, period. You know, even if it's not social media, this is a social tool. This is how we're going to socialize. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just different. I think it's more things to grasp their attention, more things that are way more entertaining than I have to think about this. I walk in the classroom and you trying to teach me about people traveling through the Bering Strait, or you trying to teach me about something that happened in Rome or something that happened, you know, like it's like, don't none of these people in these super old, outdated tales in these books, don't none of them look like me. Mm-hmm. They ain't none of them dressed like my people. My people ain't in there. You know, it's gonna be hard for you to get me to focus. It don't look like nobody I know, but I can open that phone up and bro, I can see everybody that look like me that I know, whether they up or down bad, down on their dick. I can see it right there. Yeah. And I can learn from it because they say don't make the same mistake a dummy make. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're watching it all day. All day. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be hard because it's hard for me. My wife tell me right now I'm addicted to my phone.
But that's how you make money too, though.
Yeah. It is, but I think once I got into radio, I wanted to make sure, you know, just like right now, you can ask me anything topical going on, I'm going to be on top of that shit because I got to talk about it every day. So in order to talk about it, I got to know what's going on. Mm-hmm. Whether it's something I choose to be, you know, up to date on or not, I have to at least have the basic current dynamics for current events. So I do that, and I gotta take the time to shouts out. I'm gonna just do this for my dog. You good? Shouts out to Money Long. You a real one. Money Long. I was having this conversation. She said, "You know what? You probably gotta put it in grayscale mode." I was like, "What?" She was like, "Grayscale mode." She said, "Because you know colors trigger your senses and cause your body to release endorphins, and you get happy with colors." And I was like, "And it will draw you right to that phone every time." So I put it in grayscale mode. I did that for like a month. And it's so crazy because, you know, you get your weekly update on your phone and your screen time. Mm-hmm. It's like your screen time is significantly down. I was like, damn, because it ain't a lot of colors. And once you start looking at stuff in black and white, everything kind of start looking the same. And once stuff start looking the same a little bit, guess what? You kind of lose interest. And once you lose interest, you stop picking up the phone as much. Thanks. So I want to take the time out and say, shouts out to you, Money.
Dang, I ain't real right now.
Nah, because she could have just been like, oh, okay, yeah. But she took the time to tell me that. She was like, you struggling with
this will give you distance between people too, man. I miss goddamn calling up my homeboy, but like, boy, getting on the nerve to get me to take me somewhere. We ain't gotta do that. We'll just hit Uber. We don't never see each other though. Yeah. Cause it's keep distance.
Everything's at your fingertips now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that idea.
Yeah. Speaking on, you know what I'm saying, hip hop, man, how did you get into rap, man? How did you get into hip hop?
Shit.
When did you start writing your first rhymes, stuff like that?
I was little, man. I was like 10 years old.
When did you know you wanted to do it?
When I was 10 years old.
Dang.
Before that, though, my Auntie Nedra, you know, I always tell the story. My Auntie Nedra had us rapping and shit on my grandma's front porch and just doing whatever she wanted to do. It was like Saturday Night Live out there on that front porch with my cousins. And everybody always told me, why he so melodramatic? He just act everything out. He's so silly. And before you know it, I just adapted the whole concept of just hosting people or entertaining people. You know, and I think that kind of just segued in with my passion for music. You know what I'm saying? I said, hey, I'm gonna keep on till it happens. I just kept trying my hand at it. Just I never gave up.
Dang.
You throw parties, man?
Huh?
You throw parties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never throw parties.
Yeah.
Me and my brother Rock, we used to do the Rock and Joc birthday bash. Man, I remember my first, my first son mother, Fatima. Yeah, I want to throw it over here at my mama's house. I like Fatima. We had really just started kicking. I was like, I don't know if we should do that. She was like, it'll be fine. I like, girl, you don't know what kind of people me and this nigga know.
Yeah.
Shit, we had a whole goddamn neighborhood flooded. My mom looking at me like, oh, y'all real popular. I was like,
Y'all real popular.
I tried to warn y'all.
Yeah.
Then we started doing it we started doing it in different places. And I remember one year, it just kept breaking down. It would not happen, man. It started off, I was supposed to been doing it at this spot in the West End. Right, like 2 weeks before, they called me and said, man, we ain't gonna be able to do it, man. Y'all younger and we already getting complaints. I'm like, damn. So then I called my auntie. Her and her husband said I could do it over their house, pool party, and that turned to a pool party. So first we had the first flyers out. Then we had the second flyers out for the pool party. Then the week of, they told me, nah, I can't, gotta cancel. I'm like, oh my God, where am I gonna throw my party? And I was helping my dad to clean out one of his warehouses. And he said, well, you thought about doing it here? I was like, you know what?
Make sense.
Let's do it right here.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Man, listen, let me tell you, that party was so epic, dog, for me. I was turning 22 years old. And
So you ain't even rapping yet, like blowed up yet? How you blowed up at the time?
No. I was rapping though, but I wasn't like making it like, like I was just still just having my way doing what I was doing. I was rapping, but I was more so moving around with, I think, Miss B at that time. And that mug became such a success, we just turned it into the Friday night hotspot. And we called it Honeycomb Hideout. So I was just making money like crazy. And it's so crazy, I would do something simple as like have cats bring me 22-ounce bills to get in. But then I turn around and sell the bill to them.
Gotcha. It seemed like you never really had a mixtape run. It seemed like It's Going Down just blowed up, like out the blue, like it was an understood hit as soon as everybody heard it. Like, how did that happen for you so fast? It seems like did Bloc just want to invest in money in you off top because of that song, or did he just feel like you were gonna be a star? Like, how did you get to that point?
So you gotta understand, me and Chino was doing our thing before Bloc into that, and so we was just moving around the city going crazy. All the open mics, I was winning all the open mics.
Okay.
But I didn't have It's Going Down yet. I had some other records. But they were good records, you know what I'm saying? I was charismatic. I was putting on the show. I might just.
At this time, what song was you performing during the open mic?
1,001s, and now another song called Heart Attack.
Okay.
And I had them 3 songs. I was working all 3 of them shits. I'm talking about, it was just like almost like, okay, we get in this crowd, let's go around. All right, this is the type of show we got to give them here. This is what we got. So I had different
formats,
show CDs, formats, templates.
Yeah.
You feel me? And we just started knocking shit out. People started thinking I had a deal because the way Chino and I was just effectively moving around the city. And so every time they saw us, we was moving so professional, it's clean, never no drama. Like we have a bunch of people with us, but then people had on, the paraphernalia, the merch. We looked like we had a deal. And so by the time we did It's Going Down, man, it was just like, it just happened. It happened really, I ain't gonna say really fast. It was just like instantly like, okay, that's Joc. So, this you?
Yeah.
This your song? You're like, no, that's your voice. That's you.
Yeah.
You went. I'm like, yo, that's me. And it just grew from there, man, really quick.
Did that's when Bloc came along, started calling?
Yeah.
What made you decide to start doing business with him? What was it about him that you felt like?
Well,
okay.
see, what it was is, at that time, me and Chino, we was working and whatnot, and we was like, shit, man, we got to figure out how we gonna work this move, who we gonna get with, you know what I mean? What label we gonna do to do, and so by working with Nitty, JD was already kind of an option because Nitty had a deal with JD, and Nitty wanted to kind of take this deal to JD, but I was free agent, so I didn't have to do nothing.
Now you had the song at this time though.
Yeah, I paid Nitty. Chino, Chino paid Nitty for the beat, and so that it was like, shit, I'm a free agent. You didn't give me nothing. You gave me a hit. Oh yes, we definitely gave each other a hit, but I'm saying you were compensated for what you asked for. So it ain't like you just said, huh.
He wanted you to go JD way,
and I just was like, I should make the right offer. And he just wasn't coming with an offer. He was trying to get me to sign to him, and I'm like, we already our own thing. Like, we don't want to sign to you, then to sign to somebody else. We not playing that game. And it wasn't a bad, I mean, I'm not going to say it wasn't, I'm not going to say it was a good deal or it was a bad deal. It just wasn't the deal that we were seeking. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, it just didn't sound like a good deal. But it could have been the deal that made me even bigger. Who knows? But I was like, man, we got to do something. And this thing, Carl Mo, my dude, Fresh, hooked me with Carl Mo. Carl Mo put me with Bloc. And that's kind of how that happened.
But Bloc wasn't as big as JD at the time, correct?
Hell no.
Yeah, so I'm saying, what was it about him that make you feel like, okay, he's better to go with than Jermaine Dupri?
Because I had already saw what happened with G's and Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
But he had an open line of Diddy. And I was like, shit, I would rock with Diddy. That man, he got these people on TV. He got these people. That man understand how to really network. He really understands how to market, and that's what I needed. Because I knew I had the personality, the charisma, and the talent. I just needed the proper foundation, the proper springboard. You know what I mean?
Was that a part of his sales pitch to you? Was Diddy, Bloc?
No. Shit, it was what it was. You didn't have to sell doing
You
a deal with
already
Diddy.
you already
like,
kind of knew.
I was like, I'm trying to get to that. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, that, man, I ain't gonna lie, when that's Going Down came out, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you had the whole world, like, this the one. Like, it was, like, that was one of those singles, like, oh, this shit out of here.
Yeah,
like,
it changed our lives instantly, though. Like,
Do you ever feel a certain type of way when they mention, like, the best Atlanta rappers, and, it'll go Future, T.I., Jeezy, and they may throw Ludacris in, but Ludacris really ain't from Atlanta. Do you feel any type of way when Yung Joc don't get mentioned with those names?
Gucci.
I don't, because they need another category for me. They need best Atlanta entertainer or best Atlanta influencers.
Right.
Because I'm not just a rapper.
Yeah.
I didn't put my all into just rapping. A lot of those cats, they just rap.
Right.
They could be mega superstars, not a lot of them just rapped. A few of them have definitely tried their hand in other things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of those cats, when you want to hear best rap, they just rap. And from Atlanta, you had a lot of them who's done other things, movies to, you get what I'm saying? But for me, you're going to have to give me another category. You can't just say rapper, because that ain't what I put all my focus and my energy into.
It's more of an entertainer.
Think about it. I've been on for 2 decades.
Yeah.
10 of those decades, I've been on TV too.
Yeah.
8 of those, listen, okay, I said it wrong. I said it wrong. 2 decades I've been on with music.
Right.
1 of those decades has been on television along with the music.
Right.
But I've also been on radio for 8 years.
I ain't know it been that long.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So my efforts haven't been me being a rapper for 20 years. Understand what I'm saying?
That's what you're saying.
So gotcha. I don't get offended by that. I just be like, okay, cool. Well, when they finally figure out that this is what made Atlanta so great, because you had budding rappers who soon let the world know they were more than rappers. You got cats coming out here. Come on, man. You got cats for real, for real. I'm talking about can produce, can act, can do stand-up.
It's a lot,
So,
yeah.
you,
You know what I'm saying?
so you never got caught up in the trying to compete with Jeezy and T.I.,
No,
that throne of Atlanta.
No, because I know what we glorify in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I know it, not just Atlanta, the South. I know what people glorify in the rap music, and a lot of that stuff I didn't do. I could have kept going and kept being on with the couple grand Joc this going down Joc, but I was just watching, and I was just looking at the type of energy that came with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, think about it. All my cohorts who may be considered greater than me, all these boys done did jail time. They done caught big cases. They done lost some big amounts of money a lot of times because they had to sit the fuck down.
Facts.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about me.
You got a point.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's certain sacrifices that came with that shit. And I just saw it early on. I was just like, I know what to do. It ain't like, just think about this, bro. It ain't like I just started dropping whack ass music. I just kind of just stopped. Yeah. I just was like,
That's true.
I wasn't feeling it no more.
Yeah.
You know, but and a lot of times with those cats, it was times I passed on being on certain records that I know was hits, but I didn't want to glorify whatever might have been on that song. That's why I catered more to the women and I did more R&B features. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So people didn't look at me as, oh, he was a hit maker. Yeah. It's just like, oh, he was on some hits.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I get it when people look at it like that. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't give a damn. I've lived a great life. Oh God, like even if you turned it and said I was one of the best rappers, I don't care. Yeah. If it ain't making my life no better, you can have the title. Yeah. I'm still around. I'm still living. I can still take. I got 9 kids, dog. Ain't nobody starving. Nobody starving. You get what I'm saying? So for me to still be around 2 decades in, it's a lot of cats that ain't nowhere around me no more. I don't see them. Yeah. I see them every blue moon, and you be like, oh, damn, why I ain't see? You know, it just happened like that. But I'm still out here alive. I'm getting money and everything. I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. On that first run, like you had when you say you wanted that connection to Diddy, what did you feel like he brought to the table that block that needed to put more spotlight on you? Was it because Bad Boy was so big at the time, or?
Again, it was Diddy. He knew how to market me. He already had the relationships to open up certain doors that was gonna take some time, even having hit records. Sometimes it's certain things. It's like, I give you a perfect example. It's like Diddy saying, all right, this is how we gonna do it on the BET Awards. My first big look. I'm gonna put this whole dance, we're gonna do it big, like how Bad Boy. I'm like, that's what I want. I wanna be a performer, entertainer. I don't wanna just rap. You know, like I want to scoot around. I want to do the shit you do, my boy. You talking about? So it was a good pair. It was a good matchup, you know. And so for him to just be able to be like, we're gonna stop it in the middle of the show, I might not have had that power. Our team might not have had that power to just do that. But Diddy could. He said, hey, we're gonna stop the show. I'm gonna tell them to dim the lights. You know, you're gonna do this, and then after you perform, we're gonna present Mary J. Blige with an award. It was just like he composed that. So just imagine my first time on big screen, like on big TV, BET Awards. He said, yeah, dim the lights down. We're gonna make it a little more sexy. Yeah, I like that. You know what time it is?
Yeah.
Now here's the crazy part. The whole time at that BET Awards, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of our culture. I'm not afraid to say it. I'll be around other artists and be like, man, I ain't fanning out, but I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I'm not ashamed to say it.
Yeah.
But I watched that night, act after act, that who I'm a fan of, and this crowd was not getting up, wasn't moving. It was just like everybody like, shit, these songs, they not old, but we know these songs. I don't know what it was, but it was like, I'm excited. But I'm like, why people not excited? Yeah. So that started making me nervous. I was like, damn, I'm gonna get up there, nobody gonna move for me. When that shit came on and I stepped out there and I seen the whole theater stand up. Yeah. And I was in LA and I'm looking at faces that I grew up. I'm like, oh, I have arrived.
I was just gonna say that. That was your I arrived moment.
Oh, that shit got real. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's the type of shit Diddy could do. You know, being on the Super Bowl, some type of entertainment thing they was doing.
He had the power.
Man, what? I'm sitting here like, this is crazy. I'm doing this kickoff in Miami. This is crazy. Even though I worked hard to get there, but still, he was booked. Yeah. And he was like, and I'm gonna make sure this is in place. So, you know, come on, let's just be for real, man. The man,
he took it to another level.
We took it to the next level. We made a lot of money.
You was on the same record label with Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
Jeezy was a part of that group also. Why you didn't work with no more? Why was it? It seemed like you did a couple tracks with Gorilla Zoe, but it really don't seem like you worked with them as much as you should have on the same label. Why was that?
I think, man, you gotta understand. By the time I was coming into the label, Jesus was already superstar.
Out here, yeah.
He was superstar. So you had Jody, Gee, and Duke, who were kind of like, what we supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Because Jody was like really a solo artist.
Yeah.
I mean, all those guys were solo artists that became a group because Big E used to be a solo artist. Gee, Duke,
Yeah.
Jody, and Duke too. But I think what happened was, man, like they were just trying to refine like what they doing. You know, they one of their counterparts is no longer part of their movement, and it's like, damn, like.
The one that understood, kind of though.
I understand that, but you still don't think it's gonna work out like that, bro. You know, you think we still gonna be good.
Yeah.
The guys, they wasn't rocking. So then coming in, bringing me in, I'm not trying to be, I'm my own, I'm not trying to be in no group with nobody. I'm sorry.
You solo.
I finally got my time. Don't pat me, no, I don't want to start that because that was the question. Well, can we put him, and Gorilla, and Zoe came along.
Yeah.
So them putting Zoe in the group, that made way for them. So they trying to build that. I was already gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing to move with them. It just didn't make sense when you got two entities moving at their own pace. That's just what it was.
So do you think Young Joc still would have been Young Joc if he just stayed in your own area, meaning Atlanta, instead of going with a producer up north? You didn't go with a producer down south. Do you still think you would have been what you would have been if you didn't have to work with Diddy? Let's just say if you had just chose to work with Jermaine Dupri, do you think you would have been pushed the same way like how Diddy did for you?
I think it still would have been that type of time. That's still JD. Like don't forget, like growing up, there was them cats I watched. I watched JD and I watched Puff. So it was like, that's why I could have went either way.
Right.
With JD, I think it would have probably been even a little more over the top because we would have been here together.
Right.
Me and Diddy, he was in New York or wherever around the globe, and I'm moving around too, you know.
Yeah.
But me and JD probably would have been like even crazier because even to this day, I still respect and admire JD a lot. And it's crazy now because in the last few weeks, me and JD have been around each other a lot.
Right.
And it feels like my big brother, you know what I'm saying? Because even one time, me and JD was working, nobody really knows about that. Nobody knows about this. Like,
y'all working on a project?
People, like, in the studio, like, regularly.
Yeah.
And we don't even have pictures. We don't have, you know what I'm saying? And we know, some things you just never talk about. But that's the type of admiration I have for this brother. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I think either way it would have went, and it probably would have. Who knows? It probably would have been bigger going JD route. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the songs that I did on that album, I had them before I met Block.
Gotcha.
Did JD back then? Did he resent it a little bit? But did he feel away because you didn't go?
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
I mean, he and I talked about it. I know he did because. Here it is. He had So Def Radio. So, the song, and then he had tagged So Def motherfucker at the end. So he playing this record in his mind. I'm just ready to get the paperwork done. I know it. So he's breaking the record. He's helping break the record. I'm not talking to JD. He's not talking directly to me. Like, hey, so what we doing? Shit, I don't know, because we ain't no paperwork over there. So I don't know what's being said to him. Even though he said So Def on there, that didn't mean I was signed to So Def because Nitty was signed to So Def.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, cool, we good. Like,
That's why I asked, because it would be expected for you to do it being that you from Atlanta and that you took that other route. It's just like, oh, maybe you just trying to be different.
Nah, it wasn't that, man. Just
business.
Yeah.
Business, man. And I've seen a lot of young artists get duped. Because they trying to, uphold a certain image or don't want to let people down because, they might rock with somebody a certain way. But I'm just like, man, I got kids, just like you got kids.
Right.
And I don't want to be played with. So I just didn't put myself in them predicaments I didn't put myself in position to be played with. I ain't even, look, man, this is what I'm doing. So I'm pretty sure that was a little static because that caused a rift. Mm-hmm. You talking about that was one of the biggest, that was a goddamn big, just coming out what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who this nigga is? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's another one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then for you to think that, yo, it's coming my way, then to find out, yo, it went to, how you go to a New York nigga when I'm right here?
Right.
What happened?
Yeah.
That's confusion, like you said. And I don't think it was ever talked about a lot like that, but that's what it was, man.
Yeah. That first album, man, New Joc City, man, came out, I think, double platinum, probably more than that now. Did you knew that album was gonna sell the way it sold? Did you knew you had like 4 or 5 singles on it when you came out with it? Did y'all have that like prepared? Like we're gonna drop this.
So here's the thing, before I even came out with it, with the album.
Was you scared?
Nah, hell no, I wasn't scared. Cause shit, I had a hit. I had a hit record. I didn't care about that shit. Cause you gotta think, I was still moving around with this Going Down. I had done did a couple grand. So that was like, oh shit, this boy came even harder with this.
Yeah.
This on some street shit.
Yeah.
You know, and that was like, and it was kind of messed up, cause I just was trying to do a verse for some mixtape shit. And people asked for it. The DJ's like, give me the whole song. And I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to do the little verse because that was Shawty Low, rest in peace. That was his song on the man. And I didn't ever want to cross him in that manner because that was family to me.
Yeah.
But when that hit, it hit so hard because I was having that momentum and it just followed right behind. It was just like touching niggas in a way, and so that even created issues for me in the hood because niggas like, damn, why you going to do low song like that? I'm like, bro, I'm just doing what everybody doing. It's just a jack for beat. Yeah. Like, nah, bro, but you pushing that shit like a record. No, I'm not pushing nothing.
Yeah. It went by itself.
These niggas is pressing play on their own, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Dang. So did you expect it to go double platinum? Did you have those expectations for that album?
I just knew that I was on time. I didn't miss flights. I did not miss interviews. I had fun whenever I saw the people. I went to the Boys and Girls Club. I went to the high schools. I went to churches. I went to YMCAs.
You promoted the hell out of it.
I went to parades. Bro, I was anywhere and everywhere people wanted to see me and see what Joc was about. You know what I'm saying? So that's why even today, if you knew anything about my work ethic then, you would definitely understand my work ethic now. It's just more polished now because I understand time management, and I think that's one of the most important variables in success for me right now anyway. Because a lot of times, if you don't make time for something or you don't see how this time slot is important to you, if you can't see it, how can you properly manage, you know, the flow of currency and capital? You can't, because it's just time. It's like at the moment we're on right now, yeah, it's gonna generate viewership, but it's gonna make you money too. And we know from this time, this is what time we're recording Bad Speakers Podcast, right? Now, the next 2 hours after Bad Speakers Podcast, what you doing? Oh, my nigga said he got a car wash outside. He gonna go wash cars for the next 2 hours.
Doing something.
Somebody might be like, bro, you don't gotta do that. You got this. Like, I know I got that, but guess what? This right here turns into when me and my lady go out, or when me and the kids go out. When they want that, I don't have a problem because I made an extra $300-400 in a week doing this. And I'm just using small numbers to show how critical it is to see ahead of time, and that's just what it is. So.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Let me ask on that. Let me ask you a question, man. Is that why you did the Uber publicly? So I wanted to ask you about that. Because I felt like you was really giving a message rather than everybody was looking at it like, oh, Joc must ain't got no money. Why he out here driving Uber and shit?
Yeah, because, and I explained it on the podcast or two. That was a situation for me to get into marketing. If you notice, I go viral at least 4 times a year.
Facts.
That's once a quarter. And the viral moments for me be so big, they generate income. So people came to me because they was like, look, can you help us with the marketing? I was like, yeah, but I don't really
It was
know.
an app or something, right?
I'm like, how you gonna go if I'm like, what's your money? Like, I got money, but I'm spending so much money in the just getting it up to par so it can be a real app, be launched, and they can make money. Because you know, there's so many guidelines and codes and insurances and things of that nature they have to have in place to do that. That they was hustling so hard, putting the money into that I was like, well, I mean, I need some money. I mean, I don't know how to help you market. He's like, I was like, well, look, this what you do. You put me ahead of your marketing, give me a number, a percentage of what you gonna give me off of this company, and let's go. And I think he was just like, yo, I'm balls to the wall. He says, I give you 30%. I was like, 30%? Now this is goddamn a check.
Yeah.
So I said, I sat on it for a minute, pause.
Gotcha.
Got him.
Damn it.
And so I came up with a concept of how to do it. And when I did it, it just went so hard. The problem is, as I said on the podcast before, COVID hit. So when that hit, it changed all those restrictions and guidelines and insurances, and it made things even more complicated. So now they had to go back to the drawing board and come with more money to get to the next level.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't do it because it was like everything stopped.
Right.
At the time,
For one.
Yeah.
And then two, you still had to have the money to still play this new game that's coming ahead of us that we don't know that's going to roll out differently for the next 2 years. And it was just like, it was going to be throwing money, just to see a way to do it. So I ended up taking the blow for a very impressionable statement or marketing statement, and it just didn't pan out to make the money. But had COVID not hit, I don't
30% of any company.
niggas,
Oh my
niggas
God.
wouldn't have been saying my name in the word broke no kind of way.
Yeah.
Because that's where all that shit came from. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like I even seen 42 recently talk about it.
He kind of said he didn't really try to do that for real.
No, I
for real.
get it.
Yeah.
I mean, but listen, that's why I never, bro, that's why I never got like upset about the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People say, well, you didn't get upset, but you sure had something to say. I mean, somebody still talking about me.
Yeah.
But I never get upset because I know the foundation of the rap game.
Right.
You know, I could be sitting here rapping my home, but just talking shit and might just say some shit, woo, and be like, oh.
Yeah.
And nigga might be like, nah, brother, how you feel? Like, nah, bro, I was just rapping.
Yeah.
But it stuck so hard and somebody recorded it, I can't take it back.
Yeah.
It's out. That's it. That was you know, it ain't no different than when I was on Love Hip Hop and I said the thing about Carly and the pimento cream cheese. And the thing is, the woman never had while I was dealing with her, she, you know, that's dead and old. Now, you know, that us too, but she never had a bad day in our experience.
When y'all was
interaction.
dealing. Yeah.
So me saying that at that moment, I couldn't take it back. That's why people didn't understand, bro. Why you going around apologizing on radio stations?
Yeah.
I was like, because it was really wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got daughters. I got sisters. I had a mother, you know, mothers. And it just was the wrong thing to do. Right. But that was my nuclear bomb at that moment to back a motherfucker up off me. Yeah. And it was kind of it wasn't a bully moment because she was talking about me. Yeah. Yeah. She was saying my shit smelled like fish. I was like, oh shit, motherfucker. So that was my little boom. Yeah. But my shit was in defense. I was in defense. Boom.
Yeah. You dropped
you
dropped the nuke, man.
But you know, 42, when he said that, I mean, think about it. Gucci said I was broke one time. Jesus said I was broke. He said his girlfriend, his side chick house was bigger than mine. You know,
I didn't catch that one. I ain't know that.
yeah, it was an old shit. He said it, but it was what it was. It was rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it was. The thing is, I just see it different. I don't want to play on you. I don't want to play with no man's name. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't even be the rap nigga. It be the little niggas that's trying to prove a point. You somewhere, you not even suspecting these is his niggas over here. You don't know everybody who support him or love him or adore him. You don't know. And then you got static with some niggas in the whole city. You don't even know nothing. Like, whoa.
Right.
So that's why I don't never get into that. So I learned how to just laugh it off, and I just enjoy being in people's mouth.
Yeah.
PAUSC.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
During that time when you dropped that first album, for some reason Forbes ended up coming out reporting that you made $10 million in 1 year that year. Do you think they did that on purpose, or did they come ask you, or how did they go about doing that? Because that was the first time I ever heard about them just reporting people's income.
No, I didn't do it like that. We did a whole photo shoot and everything. So they came and said, hey man, they've selected you because of the blah. I was like, what? So, for me at that moment, I was like, so I'm going to be in the magazine with all these other people getting money? So, yeah. So here's what was interesting, and it's kind of unfair for athletes and artists. You get a deal, why everybody got to know how much your deal worth?
Yeah.
Because that's part of the propaganda to market your worth to the public.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal. Like, what if we didn't know what football players made? And baseball and basketball players? Would it be the same game?
No. Yeah, it'd be the same.
No, it wouldn't.
You don't think so?
It absolutely would not. Because
What
you
you
wouldn't
mean by the
judge
game?
my efforts the same as his. If you only making $2 million, right?
Right.
And I'm making $100 million. If you outballing me at
gotcha.
$2 million and I'm making $100 million,
That's facts.
If nobody know how much we making, they just like, oh shit, bro, balling.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But if I'm making 100 and he making 2 and he outballing me, hey man, get this nigga out of here.
Yeah.
He may get him the money. Y'all getting the wrong. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's weird. So for me, I just, and that's just how I go. It's kind of one of the things. It's almost like being on the auction block. Everybody need to know what you sold for.
But I noticed that too. I could say women of this era that we in, I think they taught the niggas more on, like you just said, clout. Rather they may skip the guy who actually have it because he ain't getting attention.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you got to understand, man. Seeing is believing for anybody.
Right.
Unless you live long enough to understand that statement from beginning to end, from end to beginning, back and forth on seeing is believing. Because if I can stand right here and I could just over time, I could see this nigga balling.
Yeah.
Nobody got to tell me that.
Yeah.
He never got to open his mouth and say it. I see it. Hey, look, you see what's.
Yeah.
See, you saw they pulled up. Oh, they came through the back. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, everybody else drinking rosé. Them niggas. Oh, them niggas. Them ain't even. Oh, them the pink Ace of Spades. What the pink flavor? What how much that bottle cost? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You see it on your own. Yeah. So women, sometimes it's a facade. Sometimes they get duped. Hell, we get duped. We can see a chick and be like,
and they ain't really like that.
That's her.
Yeah.
Then you get to that bitch house and be like, oh my God.
Now you got a different perception.
This how you living?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah. Going into off the backs of that first album, going to the second album, Hustlenomics, man.
Right.
It didn't really hit the same way the first album did. What was wrong? What happened?
The dynamics, the synergy was off. My man, Chino Dollar was going to prison to do a federal bid. Here I am. I'm over here under like this the guise of a tyrant. Block was like no, ain't nobody come over here and record. I'm like, yo, like this niggas in the city, like we're here. Let them niggas come here so I can work. So I don't have to go out into the city and in other places that I don't know and record. No, anybody knew to come over here. So then you be like, damn, bro, what kind of shit that is? So then you had niggas that didn't want to come record with us. So that messed up relationships. It was just weird things to synergy to the point where I wasn't happy. I wasn't even trying to make music. Like I had to, I wanted to, but I just wasn't like, it became like a job. And it is a job, it's a business. But it was like, I gotta go make some music today.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Opposed to me being in Chino basement. We down there with a goddamn 50 piece of wings and goddamn.
Yeah. It's fun. Yeah.
Just everybody come over. Not everybody, but the people that we vibe with. Like over there, he wouldn't even want nobody to vibe. So I would be like, damn, bro. No, this your family over here. Man, I don't know some of these niggas. These your niggas. And I don't mind building with your niggas, but you have to let me, mine got to be integrated into this process, brother.
Yeah.
And so then that started having me feeling some kind of way, and this thing, you know, it was just. Then I had I'm gonna tell you this too, like, and I never wanted to make an excuse about this, but I had a full hard drive with some shit that sounded like my first album. It was part 2 of my. I'm gonna just keep it 100, and I never really said this shit. But the truth of the matter is, man, you know, I was recording and I was feeling better than I felt about my first album because I know what I'm feeling. I'm like, this music is good. And Zoe came in the studio one day, man, and was trying to grab his hard drive. And they were daisy linked, chain linked together. When he unplugged the hard drive, it wiped my hard drive clean. And it was so much music that I couldn't recover from it. Money spent, it was I just couldn't recover. I couldn't redo the songs, the same vibe. It was so much gone, it wasn't bagged up, and so I just ended up trying to just put a whole nother album together. And I think I just felt so defeated. But I never told nobody this shit for real. You know, my mom, I told her that. I was like the only person I told. Yeah. But I felt defeated, man, and I ain't really want to make no super huge big deal about it. Because it was like, fuck it, you could do it again. But then when the results came back in, it was like, well, you didn't really do it this time, you know?
Yeah.
What are you going to do now, partner? Yeah. I mean, so,
right.
You know, I didn't want to place the blame on Zoe because, you know, that was fam, and I didn't want it to seem like it was an issue. But, you know, it kind of, it affected some things. And I'm going to just be truthful about it.
Who idea was to go with Coffee Shop as the first single, man? Cause when I first heard it, I said, nah, this ain't.
Okay, so first and foremost, Dream wrote the Coffee Shop hook. The Dream wrote the Coffee Shop hook.
He wrote that hook?
Yeah, so they had brought me that, and it was like, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, man, this shit really need to be for somebody like Gucci who can openly talk about dope. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to, because I was like, it sounded like it's kids singing the hooks. I didn't want to be singing about dope with kids. So it was like, but what happened was, who actually brought me the track, Meat. Meat brought me the track. And so once we got it done, they leaked that shit. And they're like, fuck it, we're gonna leak it. We're gonna make this shit go. And when they leaked it, the beat, the white stations, guy named Kegel, he got on top of that motherfucker and he pushed the gas on it. And when he pushed the gas on it, the numbers would start going so fast because he was in power rotation, put that bitch right in power rotation. So it made the label say, oh shit, what the fuck? Oh, the beat on it? Let's go. So it was almost like you had to jump on. Like, we didn't have to make them get behind the record. Shit, they must know something we don't know. And that made Jerry Smoking B, who was at Hot, feel like, how y'all gonna goddamn go with somebody else in my market? This is my goddamn market. This is Atlanta. They follow us. We're hip hop, not them. Them motherfuckers follow us. So it's like, we're not supporting that shit. But I still never felt like Coffee Shop was the hit.
Yeah, it
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Cause I'm telling you, I had other, man, bro, listen to me when I tell you this. I had so much more music, man, but hey.
Now once the second album, because you was riding on the high on the first album, like, was you and Bloc relationship falling off before the second album, or was it starting to fall off after the second album?
It was falling off during the second album.
During the second album. And what was y'all main issue? What was the problem?
I just think bro didn't understand. Like, honestly, I don't really be wanting to recount that shit because, you know, it's so dead to me and old to me. But truth be told, man, I just think that.
You think he had to change how he talked to you because you started making money?
No, I think that some people just, when they have a certain amount of power, that they really need somebody who can help guide them or be their big bro. You know, he wanted to be, I'm big bro, right? But he really needed a big bro. You know, he had a Diddy, or he had a Kevin Lyles, but niggas couldn't contain that, man. I'm goddamn Block, nigga, you know.
Yeah.
And it would just be like, bro, like, you gotta understand, like,
yeah,
my nigga, you got kids, I got kids. You pay taxes, I pay taxes.
Yeah.
What hey, nigga, we men. Ain't no you here and I'm here. I don't give a fuck if you older than me or not. Like, you got money, I got money. What separates, what makes you bigger than me? We're in a deal together.
Yeah. I feel you on that, man. I just heard.
If I don't move my...
I just heard stories, man, that a lot of times the person who put on somebody, then once the artist start getting to money on their level, now they feel a little, like, okay, I got to change how I speak to this.
I think because what happens is you think you're going to lose control.
Right.
Because, I mean, even with your child, you got kids? Mm-hmm. How old your oldest?
6.
6.
Mm-hmm.
You got kids?
Yes, sir.
How old your oldest?
10, 6, and 4.
All right, give you the oldest 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give him $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Not you. Let somebody give him $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
He gonna be a different nigga. Yeah, hey.
Our conversation
Hey,
will be
son,
different.
we need to sit down. But I don't want to do that. Look, son, I know you don't want to do that, but listen, let me explain why. Because this is what we're gonna, but that's not.
Yeah. It changes.
He go to shut down, you be like, damn, I can't stop it. It's his money. I'm his, I don't. It's gonna put you in some rough, you're gonna have some rough patches if he is not an obedient child. I would never like no wild nigga because I got money. Y'all never see me wild. You never heard stories of me wild and doing nothing wild. I was very disciplined. I had money and I could sit right around with everybody with money. I ain't got to show y'all I got money. Y'all know I'm getting money. Bro, you know I'm getting money. I'm on tours. I'm got big records. Like, you know I'm getting money. I don't have to show you the money I'm getting. That was just the difference with me. You know what I'm saying? So with me and bro, I think that was just, it was like, him and Chino was having issues. And that was a problem for me because this is my man's. Right. But I'm already seeing what type of nigga I'm dealing with. So I'm like, the paperwork is here. So you're going to get your just due. I don't want to tarnish what's going on now because it's not working. And, in a lot of ways, if I was in that predicament now, if who I am and what I know now, if I was in that shit would have never went that way. Fair. I'd have shut down everything. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I'd have shut all this shit down and I'd have been more like, nah, we're not doing this until you involved. It's like that. Well, no, I ain't nothing, nigga. If I ain't gonna do it, what we gonna do?
Yeah.
But see, not understanding at that time I had that power. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I understood I had the power, but I didn't want to ruffle feathers. I didn't want to, ripple the water.
So you were new in this position at the time.
I was new in this position. I didn't want anybody to think, nigga knucklehead. He talking about this. But shit, if somebody came to me on anything sideways like that, no. But I'm shutting shit down. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we just in a different space, a different mindset now.
Yeah. One of your biggest songs also, man, was a feature with T-Pain, Buy You a Drink. Mm-hmm. Man, how the hell did that come about? You told a story about it, but you didn't really go in depth on it. How did that come about? Did you knew that was a hit also? Because around the same time that first album came out.
Yeah, I knew that was a hit.
Damn. How did you get on it?
Shit, he brought it to me to get on it. That's why, you know what's so crazy, man? Here's another thing, like when you talk about Bloc, right? Not.
I mean, just keep it real, yeah.
I did that record. Bloc didn't want to clear that record. I said, man, this is a goddamn hit.
He didn't want to clear it.
I said, you don't clear this shit, we got a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, you think it's a hit like that? Do I think? Nigga, I can't even turn this bitch off. Yeah. Listen to that. Listen to it. You don't fuck the words. Just listen to it.
It was a hit as soon as I heard it. He put me on it when they first came out.
As soon as I heard that shit, I knew it was a hit.
Yeah.
And see, this is the problem. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes people not being open enough to listen to you because they feel like you're inferior to them. And maybe he felt like I was inferior to him at the time because, quote unquote, I'm just an artist.
Right.
Boys in the Hood had a record from T-Pain. Matter of fact, the day T-Pain came to the studio, he gave them a record first and waited for me. He just bought time. Hey, I'm gonna give y'all one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I need Joc to get on this. They had that record and they had a song called, was it Felonies or Bite Down?
Bite Down.
Bite Down.
Well, Bite Down, yeah.
Might have been Bite Down. Bite Down was kind of cool because it was like
that was actually the single, I think.
Yeah, but I said, Bloc, I think you should use that T-Pain record for the Boys in the Hood.
You told him that?
No, we ain't gonna do that because these hood niggas, the world ain't gonna understand. These niggas some gangsters and thugs. And you can't be on here saying to no bitches and this and that. I said, hey, listen, man. I said, I know what you're saying, but the minute that boy T-Pain is on fire, he is really gone. I said, and the next person who come on some gangster shit on one of his records, they're gonna go, No. Man, he sat there and played that shit for me. I was just like, do you not hear this record he gave them? This is big.
Yeah.
Plies came months later. With Shawty.
Oh,
they record
man,
was the
Shawty,
same type
yeah.
of big ass fucking round. I'm telling you.
So they never dropped the
Listen,
song.
let me explain something to you. See, this was the advantage he had with a record for the women. He had Jody Breeze. I said, look, bro, women love Jody. I'm out here with this nigga. You out here with him. You know him longer than me, nigga. He signed with you. Y'all got a deal together.
Yeah.
I'm watching. I say, Jody got the women. He got the women. Use this. No. See, Jody gonna do. He gonna do. But see, this is a group effort together. I said, look, man, you better drop the goddamn record, because all it gonna take is a hood nigga that look good to the women on one of these T-Pain songs, and they gone. And goddamn Plies came with them grease ass lips, boy. Boy, what?
It was out of here.
That boy came with them grease ass lips and them gold and all them goddamn chains.
Yeah, it was gone.
He was out of here.
Yeah.
And I was sitting here like, well, goddamn. At that point, it was too late.
Yeah, that record, man, that buy you a drink, bro.
That was
another instant. As soon as you heard it,
yeah,
you knew that record was out of here. Moving forward, man, you ended up working with Gucci, man, early too. You know what I'm saying? You remember that song Posted at the Store where you had with Gucci, man?
Yeah.
Bruh, that was probably the best verse Gucci Man ever wrote, ever. I don't know why he gave that on that song. The song was hard, and I think Young Rap was on there too.
Yeah.
What was that studio session like? Cause bro, that to me, that verse on there is the best verse he ever wrote.
I'm gonna keep it 100. That was at the time when I was just like, hey man, I don't know what block on. I gotta do something.
Yeah.
I like shit. They wouldn't. If I wasn't recording it at his studio, they wouldn't opening my budget. I'm like, man, fuck that budget. I'm rich, nigga. I'm gonna go record the fucking album. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I know you're gonna eat off the budget, but dog, you gotta understand, I got to be comfortable to make the music that's gonna sustain budgets like this, nigga.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? This is being honest. But it was just that nigga just like, shit, nigga, I hear what you're saying, young nigga. You gonna feel the shit. And like, nigga, I'll shelf you. That was the attitude. And I was just like, fuck it, put me on. Bitch, do you know all the shit I can do? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go do something, get on somebody's TV, ready. I'm gonna do something.
Right.
Nigga, I'll be a great magician, nigga.
Yeah.
I would have been a great magician, boy. I know how to make a nigga bitch disappear.
Yeah.
For real, bro. I'm saying, so that was just, you know. Yeah.
So you just started just doing your own thing.
I had to, man. I paid for the video. I mean, of course, you know, that's how I go. But at that time, you know, it was like, shit, man, come on, Gucci. Me and Gucci were rocking. Shit, Gucci, I got you, John, let go. Ralph, I'm gonna put you on that motherfucker, let go. I shot that bitch right there in the hood, in my hood. And that shit was what it was.
Man, that verse on there was so crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I was like, boy, I ain't never heard Gucci rap like that before. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was like fucking with y'all wave at that time in Atlanta, bro. To me, that was the best time. Like that 05, 06, 08 through 2000. That, man, everybody was T.I., Jeezy, you.
Yeah, I was.
Like,
Niggas was potent.
yeah, like, moving forward, why you stop rapping? Why did you just completely just say fuck rap?
You know, I'm gonna tell you what I started realizing. I started realizing, man, yo, niggas fuck with you, like, because I was moving around so much, I started realizing I didn't have real relationships with these niggas. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? It was like club talk relationships. Like when I see, hey, boy, we gonna do the, hey, my boy, hey.
Yeah.
My nigga, I see you, hey, boy, hey, boy, your friend, hey, all that, hey, shit, you know, just, I see you. And it really just like, it's camaraderie, but sometimes that shit don't be real because niggas ain't spending time together. So niggas just respecting the fact that you hot. Damn, nigga, you on this tour too? Yeah. Damn, boy, you on this show too? Yeah. Damn, boy, I see you headline that. See, you know, niggas crossing paths and it's keeping it's like, hey, camaraderie. But then when they get down to it, sometimes you don't really have real relationships with niggas.
Yeah.
And it's fair to say that, you know, it's a lot of cats that I felt like I did have a relationship with. Like I did have a relationship like that with T-Pain. Like I had a lot of love for Pain, you know what I'm saying? I still respect him and admire him and all that. Ralph, that's why I put Ralph on that song with Gucci. Mm-hmm. You know, because I loved and admired Ralph. You know what I'm saying? Certain people I just had relationships with. You know, and it's sometimes you have a relationship with a nigga and nigga say some shit, you be like, damn.
Where that come from?
So after a while, it started being like, why even be around niggas? Why even claim niggas? You know what? I'm gonna go find something else to do. I'm gonna find something else to do because I'm listening to the same music I'm listening to, and the way niggas play with you, you start wanting to act out some of the music you listening to. I was just like, I ain't finna crash out behind niggas and words. Like I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I just felt like I had made it too far to be playing, you know, somebody tell you, to promote this record, you're gonna kind of start with a 30 ball, then you're gonna have to come back and drop another 30, or you gotta start with 120. Like, I'm not playing with nobody playing with my money like that. Like, I had kids, wife, like,
I feel you.
because it's easier for me that would be easy for me to get duped. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get duped, you don't do nothing about it. Then every time, once word get out, but you heard what I got that boy for whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Then you just a target. Niggas gonna be finessing your ass every which way. I ain't with that.
I feel you.
Now with all your experience and how educated you on as far as the music game,
Yeah.
could Yung Joc right now drop a project with your experience and what you know people bump into right now?
I could. All day long. This shit's a big cycle. You think I can't rap like these niggas? You think I can't make party songs and clubs and
Right.
a lot of shit you don't even know what the fuck these niggas saying.
That's true. That's true.
I'm serious. And I mean, it's fun. I'm a fun person. I can listen to this shit these niggas making and be like, easy. It's not even, that's not even the issue.
Yeah.
It's do I want to do that?
Yeah.
Do I, sometimes I just don't even care to be judged. Don't even judge me. You can't tell me I can't talk on the podcast.
Nah,
You can't be like, man, you ain't really dropped no hit on that podcast. Fuck what you talking about. You listen, you gonna learn something. So I don't know what you talking. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put me on TV, I'm gonna react. People don't give a fuck about what I say on TV. It's the way I react to shit on TV. My facial expression, I don't even gotta say nothing on TV. I can make facial expressions and win on TV. And I'm not boasting or bragging. I'm just saying that's how confident I am in doing other things than just rapping. And that's why I believe that I would be around a lot longer than a lot of rappers, because niggas don't really know how to branch off and do other things. It's like I don't have to just rap. Man, you think I can't go tell some people how to get some money? If I really just want to show y'all how I'm living right now, and then just go on a tour to tell people how to really focus and get money and sustain in a career or industry like the music industry, you don't think I go do that?
I know you could.
I talk on morning radio every morning. Trust me. These people trust me to talk to women and children in the morning on their way to school. I'm one of the first voices they hear before they hear a principal or a teacher.
Facts.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So if these people trust me with that much, that level of responsibility, okay, man, I can go and do a talk tour right now. Just like that, I go do a podcast tour right now and go to every city. A lot of these niggas got podcasts. Charge you niggas, like, man, we're gonna put a little show together, boo-boo. I'm gonna sit down and talk to you. That's one way I go get some money.
Yeah.
Man, right now, I can go brand some shit in a heartbeat and use it. Product placement. It's just about what I feel like doing, what I want to be involved in. Some people say that's bullshit, call it bluff, because if you could, you would. I am. I'm thriving, man. New movie right now about to drop, Allure. Niggas finna be like, wow, where this come from? I've been just working on it.
Yeah.
Niggas laughed at me when I went to niggas laughed at me when I went to reality TV.
I was just about to ask that.
Oh no, niggas laughed. Oh, niggas was like,
But now it's the wave.
Yeah.
hey man, let me tell you something. Hey man,
Now it's the wave.
I'ma just keep it 100 with you, man. It is a lot of sacrificing going on. Meaning you sacrificing your time, you sacrificing sometimes your integrity when you ain't even trying to. You just part of some shit and make your integrity look off. Yeah. Sometimes you sacrificing your privacy, and that's okay. But they compensating.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people out here, you doing everything, your cool little life thing. I don't get nothing. You ain't getting paid nothing to go through the shit you going through. At least I'm gonna get paid to go through it.
How did you get involved with Love and Hip Hop?
Man, Love and Hip Hop got involved with me.
When did they start calling?
Shit, the first season.
Now, you was reoccurring at the first season, though, right? Or you was on the full
First season, I didn't do it. I met with Mona, and she started telling me about some mistress I had. I said, "Oh, nah, hell nah. What you talking about? Would you ever do? No, nah. Wait, is this true? No. Is this woman somebody? She making up lies? I don't know. Would you film with her? Could we pay everybody involved to be? I said, nah, I can't do that. I was like, hell nah, life is too good. I don't want, what the fuck I'm gonna go? No.
Yeah.
Because I was willing to do it, me and my lady. Yeah. They was like, yeah, we wanted you to come on with a mistress. I'm like, ooh. Then who they were talking about? Like, hell nah, y'all got me fucked.
So look, I gotta ask you. So
no, you don't.
Now I gotta ask. Excluding the woman that you with right now, your wife right now.
Right.
Was any of those relationships real in real life, or was it just a reality TV relationship? And you know who I'm talking about?
Who don't say that?
Was it Carly?
So you got what I'm saying? So me and Carly we was just dating, you know?
Yeah.
It was really, I'm gonna tell you how that.
But was it? I'm asking, was it outside of the show too? Was it?
Yeah, it was outside the show.
All right.
And at that time, you know, I had 2 sets of twins on the way.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just crazy how it happened.
Wait, you said 2 sets of twins?
Yes, sir.
4 kids?
Yeah.
The man said he had 9. Though.
God.
Yeah, but see, that's how. So you see my numbers. That's how my numbers.
God had it in for you, boy.
No, it was a moment. But so in that moment, I couldn't get peace between the 2 women.
Gotcha.
Because of the dilemma that I had been a part of. I was the common denominator in this.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, it happened like it happened.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't peacefully date one or the other. And I didn't want to not be in either one of those sets of twins and the mother's life. If I could have had them both in the same home with the kid, I would have did that.
Okay, gotcha.
Like honestly, and I don't care what nobody say. I ain't trying to be no gigolo, nothing. I'm saying I would have did that for the sake of my kids, right? But because I couldn't find peace in that, because they was beefing with not beefing, it was gonna make it was gonna make them jealous of each other, and I ain't need them to be enemies. So I chose an outside source to deal with, and that was Carly. That's how that happened. You know what I'm saying? Because if I wasn't dealing with the drama between them 2, I probably wouldn't even ran into Carly like that. I wouldn't have been on that type of time possibly, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, shit, if I date this one, she gonna resent me, gonna give me hell with these babies and child support possibly. Yeah. And so I chose this side. So if y'all wanna be mad at somebody, y'all can be mad out here and not at each other, so it won't affect the way my children are raised together.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. How much of Love and Hip Hop is actually real? Not yours. I'm talking about the overall show.
I don't goddamn know, man. Cause you gotta think. Listen, bro. If I'm sitting here with you right now and I'm thinking we doing a podcast, and your lady come here and goddamn swing on you, well, I don't know what the hell going on. I'm just like, damn, shit. What's going on with that? Yeah. She swang on you because she found out goddamn you smashing the neighbor. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck if y'all done made that shit up or not. All I know is she swinging on your ass for real. Yeah. So I don't, because we don't get to talk. Here's the thing: you don't talk to other cast members about what they got going on. Even when we get on set, we can't talk. Like, you my boy, you over there. When we first get there, you know, you going through security, you being talked to. Hey, we'll keep this clean. You know. So, and let me tell you, I think what some people misconstrue about real and fake, right? You know, if you having a conversation with somebody and y'all have a disagreement, right, and it's just us, it could get heated.
Facts,
but it might not even get as heated. But when it's 8 cameras in your face, people moving around,
somebody putting on,
and you, it's like, it's like you trying me. Yeah. But I might not be trying you, bro. That's how we talk. But now the camera's on, you feel like I'm trying you. Yeah. Oh, damn, baby, why you getting so goddamn hostile with me? Yeah. Oh, nah, you think da-da-da-da. Hit you with the water. You ain't never throw no goddamn water on me.
Yeah.
So why you want to do it when the camera's on? So sometimes people will switch gears on you, and it make you act out like, and it be like, well, why would y'all act like that if y'all supposed to be friends? It don't seem like y'all friendship was ever really real. And that's when people start feeling like, this shit don't seem like it's real.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, why would you say something? So then, when people in front of that camera, you know, they want to test you. Because it's a duel. When you see people on the screen, especially two people on the screen, it's usually a match, a boxing match.
Or something, yeah.
Something. It's a match. It's a, you see what I'm saying? It's a one-on-one. And at the end, sometimes people are selfish and all they're thinking is how they're gonna come out glorious on the end of the scene. So I'm gonna do whatever I can at your expense. If I gotta turn on you right here on this screen, some of these people, they don't have there's a certain level of integrity that goes out the window when
a show like that.
When them cameras on you, man. We talk about millions of people watching you, judging. You got social media. People can find you right now and talk about you, make your life feel like hell for the next year.
Yeah.
Year, boy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about mean duck. Man, just imagine you somewhere and somebody got a meme of you like on a t-shirt. It's me every time. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be no meme.
You got to deal with that the rest of your life, probably.
Man, it'll just be there. So now when you talking to people and you talking to people when they looking at you, you just think they see the meme.
Yeah.
Same, cause it's like even when I watch reality TV, sometimes you'll forget who the person really was before they even got on the show.
You will, because you didn't know that behavior.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just like me. People didn't know I got my sense of humor is like, hey man, I can make your ass laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard to make people laugh in a real compromising moment. It's hard to do that. People will laugh because of your fumble. People will laugh at your fumble on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said some dumb ass shit. It wasn't funny, but I'm laughing because I'm gonna laugh at your embarrassment. It's like secondhand embarrassment. People, be embarrassed for, or they're gonna laugh at you.
Right.
Or they're gonna empathize. A lot of time, man, when you're on that camera, boy, people don't, man.
You got into Love and Hip Hop, first season, you said, right? Third. Okay, during that time, you started doing radio.
Yeah.
What made you get into radio? Did you feel like that was an easy transition? Did you ever want to do radio?
Hell no, it wasn't an easy transition. It was just more like, I sat back and I asked myself, budgeting wise, I said, I noticed when I'm not anchored, because I don't have a job I got to go to in the morning.
You got to hustle every day.
We getting called through the week, Monday through Sunday. Monday through Monday, I could be going doing shows.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And I was. The problem was, I had a woman in my life that I felt like, not just a woman, I had more kids now. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I need something to keep me here.
Right.
Because you will go through 5 years right quick and don't even have the relationship you think you have with your kids, let alone your spouse. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I need something to anchor me. And that's why I started doing the clubs. That's why I started doing the clubs. And people like, you promote clubs? I'm like, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. If people could pay me to come to their city,
right,
and people congregate, I can do the same thing with my friends and my influence here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, So I started doing it. A friend of mine, she introduced me to this guy that worked at the station. Mm-hmm. That's how it happened. And I decided to go ahead and do it.
Right.
I went to the station to do some promotion, a commercial, and it just turned into me walking into the owner's office saying, hey, put me on. And he was like, really? I was like, chill. And it happened just like that. Some shit that never happens. Like, that's a story that you see in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my life be like a movie. Sometimes I can tell you some stories and niggas be like, bro, come on, this nigga lying, dog. You lying. I'm like, for real.
Yeah.
See, just think about it, right? Now, nigga say, he just walked in the man's office and said, give me a job. Nigga said, like, now you on air. Now you got your own morning show.
Man, that sound like
Listen to it. Just listen to it.
Yeah. Nah,
You don't have any experience. you have experience because you've been a globally recognized artist.
Right.
Okay. But that's because, you know, you made hit songs, right? Mm-hmm. You moved around the world. So you've talked, but you didn't host. You weren't anchored into a position where you had to show up every day as a job and have a boss and somebody telling you, hey, you messed up. Like, man, what? You're getting too much money for that. Like, you can't come tell me I messed up and I'm getting all this money.
Right.
Dang, that's crazy.
And you know what, man?
But you can tell me that, though. I'm just saying some people's mindset, that's why it won't allow them to fathom how you end up there.
Right.
And shit, he said, let's do it. And here I am 8 years later.
And this circles back around to what you said earlier when I was asking you about getting your just due. It makes sense. We don't seen Joc perform, rap. Yeah. We don't seen Joc be on the radio. You definitely in film. And then when you think about it, when I look at all them other rappers, it ain't the past judgment and nothing on them. I know T.I. trying to transition into being a comedian and G's. Everybody else got their own thing going on, but at the end of the day, we still only know them as just rappers.
Well, I came from...
To me.
Nah, because I mean, if you take T.I., let's take T.I.
Yeah.
T.I. had, okay, I'm going to give you something.
He did have a podcast,
no,
too.
Watch this. Tip definitely been in movies.
Yep. Yeah, true.
He definitely has hit records.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He definitely done reality TV.
He did have his show.
He's definitely done stand-up.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Y'all too.
Radio, podcast.
Yep.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you could take me and we on the same Jeezy.
Yeah.
Jeezy got down, did a movie. He was goddamn Jacob Promoters.
Yep.
He did no reality TV, but that boy put out so many goddamn mixtapes. That was reality TV.
Well, he had a podcast for a second too.
He got a podcast.
He got a podcast now.
Mm-hmm. He's got the Nard, the cognac. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The list goes on and on. Like your Rosses, you can say, but it's so many that. Hey, look, I don't even care about what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just say that, like, look, I'm not trying to be none of those people.
Right.
I just want to be the best version of myself I can be because, you know, I put a post up the other day. I definitely understand how the tortoise could win the race.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of cats burn out before they get to the finish line. It's a lot of cats who will be while I'm going
yeah.
like now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I drop, listen, this new movie about to drop, Allure. I got to tell y'all about it, man. I'm too excited. I'm too anxious to not speak on it. Mm-hmm. This is my first project where I'm the lead. I'm number one, and it's a feature film. And I think this is gonna change the course of my career.
Where they can find it? Where's it gonna be?
It's coming. It'll be. It's gonna be released on Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But this will be the best black cinema movie that you've seen on Tubi.
Can you give us a little insight on it?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. What is it about?
So the insight on this movie is basically it's about two homies. I'm the little dog, big dog. You know what I'm saying? I've been out here in these streets, man, and I just been doing too much, and here I am. I'm on my second strike. We get in a situation. Homie see the move. He see I'm finna be jammed for life. He like, shit, this nothing. We getting money, nigga. I can take this. I don't got no record. Boom, boom, boom. Well, shit went wrong. Mm-hmm. My boy had to do some time. Mm-hmm. And in the process of him doing time, I wasn't little homie no more. I wasn't little dog no more. I was big dog. Mm-hmm. And once I became big dog, you know, it's kind of like we erased him out of our mind. He ain't in our future, he in our past. And this is we talk about time as a concept where you could say time's up. Mm-hmm. And once his time was up, you know, fulfilling that bid, homie had to come home and get some chicken, some straightening. Mm-hmm. And that shit ain't just going like you think it's finna go. You know, I used to be little dog. I'm a big dog now.
Sound like some familiar stories.
Get real, and it's kind of crazy because I think the way that people will see me in this film, they're gonna say, "Oh, young man, you got range, you got depth. You went there, from extreme to extreme, like true emotion, true understanding, like
method acting."
Well, I don't really get into it. You know, it depends on what type of method acting.
Gotcha, okay.
I wasn't the person where I just stayed in character.
Off screen and all that.
But I will say something that happened in the movie happened in my real life. and it was caught on camera. And after it was over, I was like, damn, I was that character from the movie. I was Omega. It's a Smoot Films
Okay.
production, Dame PF film. It's got my dog Blue Campbell in it.
Okay.
Crystal the Doll, I'm sorry. I've seen her in a lot of movies. It's real good. It's real good. My wife's real
Joc, which
good.
one you enjoy the most, man? You enjoy rapping, film, or radio? Which one you like the most?
I don't know, man, because all of them a job now, for real. And I love them all, but I'm going to tell you, man, radio is easy. It's just, you got to be on the one.
Time.
Because radio kind of fast. Radio kind of... Because people listen right now, what? Like, when you say it, instant response, immediate.
Yeah.
It's not like me putting together music and I got to wait to get it together, mix, master. This is one, let's pitch this, let's put it out. Now I get to sit back and see what people think. No, radio is instant. TV is kind of like music, but the difference with TV, again, I don't have to produce a hit for you to rock with me.
Right.
I can say something and make a certain face and it'll stick and people will be mimicking that moment or saying a phrase. You may create a catchphrase, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But I will say the hardest by far is movies.
I figured that.
Movies is harder. I ain't gonna lie.
I know we gotta get you
I
out
respect
there.
the movies. I ain't gonna lie to you, but movies are hard.
Young Thug is home.
Yeah.
Durk is not home. What do you think about? What do you think the state of hip hop is? Just as far as like, cause you see a recycle of the same stuff. You see what's happening to people, but yet it ain't stopping. It's like
What
it's
Bun
still
B
going.
said
Yeah.
when one of my partners come out, like one of my niggas going, when he come out, look like I'm going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other day, I didn't fall prey to none of that pistol play. Who is to say tomorrow they won't be coming this way? Like, it ain't nothing new.
Nah,
Like, so when people ask me these questions, I'm like, it's nothing new. The thing about it now is, here's the thing. There's a thing called social media.
Right.
And social media does not allow a lot of people to get away with some of the shit that they used to be able to get away with. And so it seems like it's way more out of hand than it's ever been. It's just more exposed than it's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's more exposed. Look, we got podcasts. How long iPhone been out?
2007.
07, right? Mm-hmm. You sure about that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. From 07 to 2024. Remember when you first got your iPod?
Yeah.
Remember you opened up, it had a thing and it had a line that said it had a thing that said podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It was empty. It was an empty cachet. Because podcast wasn't a thing, but they knew it was going to be a
They
thing.
knew it was gonna come. Yeah.
And now you go in there and open up podcast. That shit got thousands and thousands and thousands of entries for content. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just what it is. Evolution is real, man, you know.
Yeah. Real quick, you was obviously signed to Diddy. You was around Diddy. Gotta ask you, he recently was obviously arrested. Did you ever see anything? I know you told the story about him making Cassie get a haircut the way she did. Was you ever see anything leading to this? Never. That's yeah.
Nah, man. So that's why for me, I'm like, God damn. I'm not, because one thing I can't do is sit here and say a man innocent. I'm not your guardian. I'm not watching you 24/7.
Yeah.
And I don't put nothing past a human. Nothing past a human. Because I've had some thoughts in my time to do something to people out of pain, out of hurt, or out of retaliation. And I know nobody would ever imagine me to do something like these thoughts that I've had myself.
Yeah.
So I don't put nothing past no human being. I don't care who you are, what you represent, walk of life you come from. I don't put nothing past human. And so I can't sit here and say somebody's innocent. Oh, I don't believe they did it. Do I believe Diddy did all this bad stuff? I don't think he did all this bad stuff. Could he have gotten beside himself a time or two in his life, in his past, in his rich-ass lifestyle, where motherfuckers throwing themselves at you, giving themselves to you? was any of those moments convoluted with maybe I'm doing too much, maybe we're taking things too far, maybe this is illegal, maybe it's not. I don't know. I wasn't there. I never. You got to think, this is the same nigga told me I couldn't put Knock It Out on my album.
What?
He said, yeah, Playboy, like, you know, we respectful, like, we respect the ladies. Like, I'm trying to make you like a Southern Mace. Like, you a Playboy. Like, we ain't gonna be disrespecting women and talking crazy. I said, okay, I ain't talking crazy to the women.
Yeah.
I'm talking that shit they want to hear.
Yeah.
I said, it's just me and you from a different generation. I said, I'm gonna see some videos of me in concert doing this song that they don't even know a cappella. And I want you to look at their reaction to it. I sent that shit to him and come back, yo, Playboy's on the album. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? So he's a guy that I'm thinking not even know none of that type of time.
Right. Off of the
You know what
energy
I'm
you
saying?
got before,
so
yeah.
I'm like, damn, I just think, that's why he's so rich. He's, you know, people say he's bad business, man, woo, woo, woo. But look like shit kind of all right, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I'm just sitting back and watching this shit unfold.
Real quick before we get out of here, Donald Trump will be our president next year. What's your thoughts on that? And you know, are we better off or?
Okay, here's a guy who's lived 8 decades. He's
Basically.
like right at 80.
Yeah, 78, pretty be 79, so yeah.
He's lived
Eight
8 decades, right?
Yeah.
So once upon a time, wasn't no open gay marriage, wasn't no transgender shit like this. It wasn't no children changing their gender. We wasn't using pronouns. They, you know, so some stuff to him is probably so far fetched. He's perplexed. He's like, I'm changing that shit. We're going back to we got to get control. We got to get control of our kids. We got to regain control because the kids, by certain laws, are set up where they can defy the guardianship of their parent.
Yeah.
I think that's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, and I think what's interesting is a lot of these things that he was leading with, he said it before. He said it, but you didn't really get a chance to hear these policies because he was so busy coming off as a tyrant, coming off as a person who was trying to just defend his credibility, his face card, because he got so much scrutiny behind his name that I didn't really hear policy much. Right. I wasn't going to his rallies, so I didn't hear the policy on his rallies. But now some of these things are coming out. It's like, he touched one with that. Like, if you are a child who has gone under the knife, you can go back and sue the doctors.
I seen
Do
that.
you know what kind of uproar that's gonna be? I heard today. Well, he said he was gonna do away with naturalization. He was gonna denaturalize these citizens who've been naturalized. So if you came here, you got your natural citizenship. However, if your parents came here, had you, and because you was born on American soil, you're American. Not really.
Yeah, he's saying that you ain't now.
You're not really.
Because your parents over here illegally.
They're over here illegally, right? So when people see that, you know, everybody's like, that ain't my race. That ain't my conversation. Okay, understood. But then here's something that I also seen them come back and say, hey, if you want to come over here and get your green card, this is how you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to come here and go to college. So, I mean, if we are going to give you American citizenship, right, you're going to have to go through college, through our college system, through our educational system, right? Now, what does that do? If they coming over here, then what does that mean? They're 9 times out of 10, they're going to have to get a loan.
Yeah.
So they have to get a loan. Now, that's more student
Debt.
Hey, that's more debt, right? So, this administration with Biden has been trying to help clear up some of your student debt.
Right.
He's about to give it back out to these migrants, or whatever the proper way to say it.
Yeah.
So he's thinking business.
Yeah.
And guess what? You're gonna pay that shit back.
Eventually.
No. You're gonna pay it back.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're not gonna get sent back, or your green card gonna get revoked. You got to see the gains and shit. You got to see the economics and all of it too. So a lot of the stuff where you can sit back, if you can't understand it, you say, I see what's going on. But you also got to understand that. You ready for this?
I'm listening.
When we heard about the cops police immunity, right?
Yeah.
You ready for this, right? You ready? Now they also got this open frisk and search.
You want to bring that back?
So what's the open frisk and search for, you think?
Black folks.
I don't even think it's for black folks. I think it's to keep us in line as well, but I also think it's for the migrants.
Yeah, I mean, immigrants too.
How am I going to know if you're illegal or not? But if I can just walk up to you, openly search you, ask for your information, boom, right? I have the right to do that now, right?
Right.
Which gets me closer to having immunity if I come up to you without probable cause and something goes wrong and I shoot and kill your monkey ass.
Yeah.
Now, you look at the landslide, it just slides right into the whole concept of immunity.
Yeah.
Because now if I just walk up to you today and try to search you and they go left and I bust your ass bow, then they may have a case against the officer because that was an illegal search.
Today, though.
Today, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Now look how closer I'm gonna get you to the concept of immunity.
Yeah.
If you're allowed to walk up without probable cause
And do anything you want.
I could just come and frisk you. Hey man, come here. Hey, come here, man. It was a bulge in your pants. What? Excuse me? Yeah, man. I need to check out what you're packing. Hey man, come on, man. Put your goddamn hands behind your back. Damn.
We back to that.
Yeah.
And so, us and migrants. So there's a lot of things that you have to kind of sit back and kind of just watch for the hook because you know it's coming.
So you agree with some, and then you disagree with.
I agree with some of the stuff. It's just this guy's very brash.
Yeah.
It's very brash, and he'll say it, he don't care. He don't care.
Yeah.
But I do think that somewhere in there he wants to get back to a state where we regain control of the household
And common sense.
Yeah.
the school system. Because when he started talking about you can't, even as a teacher, tell a child that they could be a man or a woman, you can't even play with that shit.
Yeah.
You can't even goddamn, if you even talking about, if your school is even talking about giving something, they're gonna take away. You're gonna take provisions away. You're gonna take away federal aid and federal funding and all that shit.
Yeah.
So some of the stuff is kind of like, we'll say, he's stuck in his old ways. Like you heard people say, we ain't going back. And I think maybe that's where, on the Democratic side, we didn't shine as well because people are looking in the moment. Like when they asked her, I remember that was the interview they asked Kamala, Vice President Kamala Harris, what is she gonna do different than the Biden administration? She said nothing. And that was an issue because at that moment, she still didn't want to make the Democratic Party look like, it hasn't been doing all it can do already to make it a better place. So you had to make it seem like we're still in a great place. But you got people out here who looking at the cost of eggs, it's goddamn $6 a carton. Unbelievable. Gas, when you start talking about premium gas, $4.89 a tank, like a gallon, it starts being like, wait a minute, you got to do something different because if you don't, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that stubbed the toe.
Yeah.
Like, I do think like he got some real brash ways of thinking, but what tripped me out was he wanted a popular vote. So it's a lot of people that feel the same way he kind of feeling. You see what I'm saying? Did you see that he want to bring back prayer in school also?
I did see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. Something very interesting. When I was in school, we prayed in school.
Well, we did too.
Yeah.
And I remember when they took prayer out of school.
Right.
That was definitely a change. That was definitely a change. And so I think that as a nation, society has evolved so much that there are certain concepts and ideals that we have allowed to evolve and progress. And some people, it's become their full way of life. So they don't see no way of going back. And just like he said, in the United States, we will now only I don't want to use the word accept, we will only recognize two genders.
Yeah.
Male or female. Because even now, under this administration right now, this bill just passed, I think in Virginia, you can go and change your birth certificate to say that you are If I identify as a female, I can go change my birth certificate. Especially if I've had a procedure done to say that I'm that. So imagine how I can dupe you. You meet me, you love me, you like, your friend's like, man, I don't know about Gloria, man. I don't know about Rashonda, man. Rashonda kind of like, oh man, she a lady, man. Nah, man. Rashonda got some feet on her. Somebody knuckles just so familiar. Oh man, baby, look, baby, I ain't want to bring this to you, baby, but you know how my friends keep on talking about you a man, baby. And I know you ain't no man, are you? Nah, I ain't no man. Sometimes your voice do sound, but I know, baby, I know you not know. So what you need to do? You know what? We're going to go get my birth certificate. Not even the one I already have. We're going to go down here. I'm going to have to give me a copy of my birth certificate. And I'm going to prove it to you. Pull the birth certificate, that motherfucker say female.
And you don't even know.
You still don't know.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking, how they going to identify when war and they talking about drafting people again? How they going to identify them?
He just said no transgenders in the military.
In the military, too. Yeah, he and them made that.
No men playing women's sports. Some of the stuff that he's like trying to correct is almost like
people don't want to go back, even with the
people don't want to go back. But then you sit back, and you really like, well, damn.
Even with the abortion, I mean, people mad about that. Like, oh, what if, you know, to a point where like somebody get raped, but it's like it make people be more on point too. Watch what you do more.
You would think that.
Yeah.
You would think that, but not so true.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing real quick, man. If you can name one thing that the reason why Kamala lost, what would you say?
I would have to say, because I can't say she didn't address the economy. I can't say she didn't address it. But it's like I just said, when she was asked, what would she do differently than the Biden administration?
She said nothing.
She said nothing.
Yeah. I felt like that was the biggest thing.
And I think that was just a defining moment because, again, this is the team that this is the administration she's currently active under. Mm-hmm. So you can't denounce the efforts and the policies already in play, in motion, present, currently. You know what I'm saying? Because that probably would have rocked the boat a little bit. Mm-hmm. You know? Because you might have confused the Democrats. You might have confused the party. So what you saying? Is something wrong with how he's been doing it? Even if let's say we feel like it. Now you got to tell us what's the indifference? What's different? What are you saying you're going to do different? What is he doing that you don't agree with, and why don't you agree with it? Mm-hmm. And what do you propose that's going to make it better? That's a rabbit hole that she probably didn't want to get in, so she had to say that.
Yeah.
But I think that was the moment, because I was on the radio and a lot of people said, well, what does that mean? She said she ain't going to do nothing. So we basically just going to get a whole nother term, but they're going to flip around.
Yeah.
Her as president.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy, man. Other than that, man, movie. You got a date for when it's dropping?
Allure is dropping the end of November.
Anything else you got going on?
Also, look, man, we talk about a lot of stuff. I want to talk about this new platform, this new streaming service, Valid Music. Listen,
Valid Music? This
is one of the highest paying streaming sources. I'm going to say sources. I don't just want to say platforms. It's a source. Mm-hmm. They are giving it out. You go on there, Valid HQ. Mm-hmm. Valid Music HQ, right? Sign up. If you got music, I don't care if it's a hit song or not. Put that thing on there, go run your streams up. Tell your people come stream. The people who get the most streams in the month of November will walk away with $6,000 and a music video on them. And they're going to keep doing it because they figured out a way to pay the artists more money because it's just them and the artists. Ain't no middleman. You got to sign up with these people to get on straight to them. And you're going to make way more money. I just think, yeah. And once I got a chance to look at it, I was like, man, when this get out, I'm wondering how much is the Apple platforms and these other streamer services, how they going to
flip it.
They're going to have to because this is just like when I was going to do the Pull Up and Go app. how this was gonna revolutionize getting Lyft or Uber, it was gonna be way different because it's subscription based. This right here is gonna pay out. It's gonna change. It's gonna change the game. I'm telling you now. I'm seeing it already.
Damn.
We're getting people signed up every day. Valid music. Think of bullshit if you want to. Think of bullshit.
Music.
Matter of fact, throw me one of them hoodies, man. I'm gonna give y'all one of these, man. What size you got? What size is that, brother?
I'm a large. I'm gonna see what this is. Shake you.
That's a 2X. You can get up and then.
Which one 2X? This one?
What that one is? Large.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, this is when I tell you, they not playing, bro. They not playing. I done called some of everybody. Say, hey, man, this is what you got to do. Some people scared. Some people jumping right on it. We'll know in a minute when I tell you. You'll see. If you got music, get on there. I don't care if it's, do the Andre 3000 if you got to. Put a goddamn, put a Go to Bed album on that motherfucker. I don't care. Whatever. But play some Go to Bed music. You know what? I'm thinking about doing some different shit.
Playing the flute.
No, I ain't gonna do the flute.
But something.
But I might do some go to sleep music for real.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, man. We are Bad Speakers TV, man. It's your boy Shad.
It's cool, boy. G.
Young Joc.
That's right. That's me.
Yeah.